Hello and welcome back to episode number 3 of our series Let's Train Transylvania. We're gonna have a look at some train actions and a couple of cars passing by, and then I'm quickly gonna show you a little trick so you can make your game even more enjoyable. And it's not going to be any building in this episode. It's just going to be showing you what I've achieved in between last episode and this one. And I'm going to explain what's going to be the main plan as it stands right now, because I can't seem to stop decorating. So as soon as I start doing something, I can't really stop, and I'm gonna end up breaking the map sooner than I expect. Unfortunately, buying a new PC is not really the thing that I can do now, or maybe in the next month or 2 months or so. This is Mediash, the second town that it's mostly complete. It has all the functionalities. The only thing that I have to do is try and bring all the cargo, and we're only providing food, I think, because we have the food processing plant that you've seen in the last episode. Right, so I'm gonna jump off from this. Resume. Right, and this is what I've achieved as you've seen it in the cinematics. I will try to explain what's what. It's mostly accurate. Obviously the scale is it's a lot smaller in the game, as you expect, but I've tried to keep it as close to reality as possible. So from what I've seen on Google Maps, let's get this going. What I've seen on Google Maps, Mediash seems to be a lot of German sections, if you wish. So over here there's a section that's the name is German, and it seems to be as well quite an old city, if you wish. So the trick is, I'm not too sure if this works without sandbox mode enable, but if you click right Alt and then D, it'll bring you this little no, I think you need to have debug mode enable in the settings. Yes, that's what it is. Right, so what you can do in here is you can change the look of the game. So the skybox and the way the sun, the position of the sun changes, and it gives you different kind of looks. So this looks like the mod morning, or I'm not too sure how it's called, and then this is more like a daylight kind of thing, which also changes the sky. So the way the sky looks is changed, and then you get the desert one, which is quite bright, and then you get the brighter one as well, which is afternoon in the desert, which is really bright, and then you get the Mediterranean Jesus, that one. Then you get some from the missions, mission 11, and then you get the normal one, temperate. You get changes, the shadow changes for every one of them, and then you get the tropical as if you were playing a tropical map, and then you get the vehicles kind of stuff. I like this one. I think it fits quite well with the landscape. Also in here you can change the brightness, so if you set it up to 10, I think it'll give you a really kind of a early morning, late night, depending of how you want to see it. And then sky rotation, you can change it to 180. Well, you can see the shadows are changing all the time. So let's say you move it, you'll see. Let me get closer to a shadow, and if you move it through here, you'll see the shadows moving. So depending on where the sun, where would you like the sun to be, you can change that. And then this is going to be the kind of like the fog, I think. Yep. So if you add more, it'll be more fog. So if you want a summer early morning, you can do that, something like that, and it gives you this foggish kind of look. Yeah, and then you can change this one. I'm not too sure what this one does. Let's put it to 100 maybe. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Anyway, I'm gonna reset it. Oh, that's bright. And then put it back to default. Bear in mind, every time you start the game again, or you load the game again, you'll have to do it again. But it's a simple thing, or you can just play one day on one setting and then the other day on a different setting. Right, let me show you what I've done. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to bring the picture up, but there's a picture in real life where this looks almost similar, or my game looks almost similar with this. So this is an old castle, if you wish. And what I've done, I put the church inside, and this park over here is actually somewhere over here. But I said, look, it's going to be a nice idea to place it inside the castle. So what I've done is I even made a route for this little horse in here to go around, and there's sometimes there are passengers coming in here, so we're picking passengers as well. The church acts as a attraction, so people will come to the church. Look, there we go. So we got this guy just been to the church and he feels good about himself and he's ready to go back to his family. So that's that. I've also done a small horse stable. All this is manually built, but obviously just small pieces and random mods put together. And then we got the horse carriage that just goes around and picks up a couple of people every now and again. the only bad part is the road is too narrow, and if there's a pedestrian walking, then the vehicle will go kind of like inside him or something like that. Anyway, that's that. You can see there's a lot of people taking this shortcut. Right, so you all know this food processing plant. This actually is a food processing plant, and it works. So basically, we're bringing the grain from here. I've used many industry mods, which is a very, very cool mod. I'm gonna show you in a minute. So it's either, depending, this means requires or demands, right? For those who don't speak German. So this means they require. So if you place it, they will require, depending on what you choose here, they will require that amount. And this obviously means production. So you can choose construction material, food, and all the stuff like that. And then what I've done is I placed the grain inside here, right? And that way you won't see it. But if I zoom out and then bring the icons, you can see there's a industry in here, and they're even better than the normal ones because they seem to go above the limit. So this is production 300, but they're producing 450, so that's a bonus. The tractors obviously are picking the grain up, and let's just take a short ride. Look left, look right, and then here we go. I'm not too sure what's going on, if it's my graphics card is coming to an end, but I get a lot of flickering in the textures. You probably notice in the video, but you can see there's a lot of textures. They are actually flickering. So if you look at the tractor, that white line is flickering, the front of it is flickering, and so are the towers on the castles and a couple of windows on the houses. So I'm not too sure if that's my graphics card is, too old and it needs replaced. Anyway, right, so let's see, we're going up the hill, we're taking the grain. I wish the brake lights on those tractors were actually not that bright. I don't mind them being white, but they're way too bright. So if you look in the front of the tractor, you'll see the textures doing weird stuff. I must say, I'm starting to enjoy this map very, very much. And with every little detail that I put into it, it makes me want to play even more. But again, I have to stop putting so many decorations, because this is a megalomaniac map, and I think there's 60 towns on the whole map, and putting too many details is gonna bring the game to a halt sooner than I want to. Right, so we're dropping the grain into this pit in here, into the big hole, and then all this is connected with This is a truck station. You can see the connections. So we're dropping the grain in there. This over here, it's one of the food processing plants. These are just assets, but this is the actual factory. So if you do what you want, food, right? So you want production, let's say 400. You just place it there, and you can make it look like it's. Bear in mind, it has to be in range, just like the normal one. It has to be in range and have a connection with the road. Right, so from there it's going into here. The trucks are then going inside, picking the food, and obviously delivering it to different locations. At the moment, I think we're only doing delivering in Mediash and the previous town they've done, which is Transilvania. I think also this acts, or people are attracted to it, or it acts like a workplace for people. I see a lot of people going up and down, and that's the only thing that's connected with the road, and here as well. So you'll see a lot of people going in and out. So again, it's a small detail that makes a difference. Right. We got at the entrance, we got Lidl, and this one, I think 50 people can go inside, or something like that. Clients, sorry, yeah. So there will be people going in and out. We also got a truck. If I speed this up, we should see it. We got a truck bringing food from the food processing plant, and it takes it inside Lidl and stops in there. Again, this is a industry, and I set it to require food, and I put it to 50. And again, it's just a lamppost that is in range with that. So there we go. This is an old truck. Goes inside, turns around and drops the food in there. I never really thought about the idea. I could have done it in the back, so it looks more realistic, but again, right, drops the food and the people can come and buy it. This is kind of like the old village, if you want. I like these buildings a lot. They look so nice. They're made by Seri, and you can find them in the workshop as open beta assets. These ones, and you get this building, that one there, and a couple more nice looking buildings. Right, so we got a car park in here for the train station, then some decoration in front of the station. We got a bank, ING, which probably in here is not really ING, it's something different, but you know. And then we got the bus depot, or whatever you want to call it. And what else? We got the truck station here, and that's about it. I think this acts as a, I don't know what, furniture factory, maybe. And to add to the decor, I put some more industrial buildings, a couple of car parks, and so on. Now I've made a mistake in here, and the industry was actually in this area, and I was gonna leave it there, but when I finished this castle, or the fortress, it looked so out of place, so I had to delete them. But I had a big issue with people not using the cars with the ploppable industries. So I placed them here, but you can see there's only people walking. Unfortunately, there's no cars until I discovered this mod. I'm not 100% sure how it's called, but I'll try and put the link in the description. Or if you want any of the specific mods, just ask me in the comment section, or join my Discord, and you can, it's easier to get in touch with me. Either way, it's easy, but depends on what you prefer. So this mod, it's exactly the same as this one, only it adds a small road connection, which then the cars are gonna use to go in. So it adds, these streets without any cars, it would just look sad, just like locked down. But now we got some cars going in and coming out, which is a good thing and adds to the landscape. Right, and then we got this small little mansion in here. Right, so let's see. I've expanded the connections. Let me bring this up. So we're now in here. You can see this is where I've done the test to see if there's any car, because I think we don't have any industry and this one here. Right, so I've done a small depot in here, and the motorway actually starts from here. But I said, look, it's a good thing to, in fact, there's a motorway going somewhere around here, and then the connection from the motorway up to there, it's national road. So I said, look, it's a good thing to, it's your game, you can do it as you want. So I'm gonna try and complete the motorway, at least in the game anyway, as it should be. So you can see the red line is gonna be the motorway. So the motorway starts in here, it goes all the way in here, and then from here it goes this way. Well, this is a different motorway. From here it goes that way and comes around something like so, and it should end up in Turgomurish. Well, in my map anyway. And then the other one goes probably, let me have a look. So that's the canyon there, and I think There's two roads in here actually. I'm not too sure if this is the European road, E60, and this one is the motorway. It should be, yeah, that's the motorway there. Yep. And it goes all the way to, it should go all the way to, obviously, to the border with Hungary. So I think we're gonna stop in here somewhere. I've placed a second town for Cluj-Napoca. This is not growing, and this will grow if you provide what you want. You can see this one is Era A buildings, and this is Era C buildings. The airport is pretty much spot on where it should be, so that's the location of the airport. I think Cluj will get expanded. It will come all the way here, something like so, and it should expand all the way in here, something like that. That actually goes up on the hills as well, but we'll see. We'll see. I need to make it quite big because there's gonna be a tram line in Cluj. Obviously the airport. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and connect. I'm not gonna record me laying tracks because I don't see the point in that. I will record just important parts. For example, maybe I'll do the next thing. I'll do this. Where is it? Can't remember where it is. So, for example, I'll do this factory. I'll record that, and then there should be a small castle in here, which I've already started to build, more or less, in this area. The only thing is, the towers on that castles are round, but our towers from here, where are they? There. So our towers, they're a bit too big, and if I change that, I don't know, maybe. But again, it's quite hard to make a roof that's that shape. I was trying to find a word. Excuse me. I'm having difficulties finding the right words as always. But we'll see. Yeah. So I'll decorate this area, make it nice so it looks like a, you know, suitable for a castle. And I'll try and connect all the towns, all the cities together by road and rail, and then, you know, just to see if the map can still work. There's no point doing all this decoration in here and in here, and by the time I get to here, the map won't be playable at all. So at least we know we connected all the towns, and we can have a train ride. I mean, I've went on these trains a couple of times, and even with no trees or no decoration at all, it still looks pretty good. I'll try and show you if I can find a train. If I can find a train. Yes, there we go. So this is actually a village called the Tunnel, which is actually the station is in between two tunnels. It's a really small village up on this hills. So you can see, even if it's bare empty. Is that bare empty? No, even if it's empty, it's still, you know, nice to have a train ride. So I think that's gonna be the plan. I can guarantee you I won't be able to help myself from doing certain stuff. I can, you know, I am 100% sure I won't be able to do that, because that's just my way. Once I start building something, I'll end up putting, you know, way more than I would normally expect to. So this station here is actually somewhere, or the town is, I think when I placed the town I moved it too much that way. It should be over here somewhere, and the station is not as high as in here, as the tracks are elevated by about maybe 1.5 meters comparing to the town, but not as much as this. The reason I've done it like that is because trying to avoid awkward dips in the tracks. So that way, I think we can create a tunnel underneath. Yes, we can. I'll probably just delete it and lower it down a bit, because it seems to me there's plenty of space for a tunnel. If I'm gonna do a tunnel, because in real life we get level crossings. In fact, there's one in here somewhere, and one over there. Anyway, so the motorway, and this is a custom made junction. See, the cars are using it at the moment. I think as soon as we connect this up, they won't use it anymore. I'll have to find a solution for that. Maybe make this road low speed limit, like 20, if we got that, or 15. We got that? I don't think we do. Anyway, I'll find a solution to that, and we got a roundabout here. Got the motorway. I think over here is going to be a big industrial area, and this is going to continue all the way onto there somewhere. Right, let me know what you thought about this episode. I'm gonna find something nice to have a ride. Oh, also, I've done a small a dam in here. This is actually Rio, so there is a small dam in here, and it looks more or less the same. Obviously, probably a bit bigger, but yeah. I put a house in here. If you're wondering why there's no smoke coming out of the buildings, it's because I've enabled is it no smoke mod. What it does, it cuts all the building, the smoke from the buildings, and it, you know, probably increases the performance. I mean, I'm pretty sure it will increase it. But alright, let's just take, if we find a bus, there we go. Got it. Everywhere you look, there's flickering textures. So, I am guessing it's my graphics card. That needs replaced. And there's no cars going on this road because we got the trains. There's a good connection with the trains, and we have the buses as well. So I think that's the reason why there's not a lot of cars on the road. Mainly because the towns are quite small at the moment, and they're not really connected with the rest. So there's a lot of people going weird, like the person on the left here. I don't know what's that all about. We got the station on the left, and then on the right hand side you can see the old town centre. Next stop is going to be Queensway. Or maybe not. Alright, let me know what you think about this episode, and I shall see you soon with another episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give this video a like. It will help me a lot. I'm gonna stay on the bus up until we get to the top of the road, because there's gonna be a nice view over Mediash. Right, that's it for me for today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.